Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry and from our garden this time of year to make hopefully well-balanced, well-rounded meals. As a family, we generally eat low carb because my husband and I do for health reasons, and me being the sole cook in the house, it's easier for me to just make one meal than to try to be a short order cook and make multiple meals. So everybody eats the same thing, but you will see variations to that, and I will explain as we go. So tonight we have bacon cheeseburger meatballs. So I will post my base meatball recipe in the show notes. To that, I added cheddar cheese and bacon bits to make this bacon cheeseburger meatballs. The kids will put like ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, that kind of thing on top of them, or like dip them in it. Great way of getting your kids to eat some meat if they're picky on meat, because even my meh on meat eater doesn't mind this one. With that, we have the rest of the little baby potatoes from our garden. All the bigger ones are stored in the cellar for now, but these are all of like the little baby ones. And I just did those in the air fryer with some seasoned salt on them, and then some peas from our garden from earlier this spring that I just had in the freezer. So made for a nice quick and easy meal for the most part. The meatballs were the most time-consuming, like hands-on, but it worked. And the ubiquitous canning is happening all the time. That is apple juice from our apple trees are starting to drop apples like crazy. So they're not the prettiest apples, but they make decent apple juice and like sliced apples. So yeah. All right. That is Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Tuesday night, and tonight I made a family favorite that also happens to be an easy meal, which is good because this. And that wasn't even the half of it. We did yard work in the morning until lunch, and then I blanched and froze 8 packages of green beans, and then we started on peaches, and I'm still not done. So yeah, and the peaches were a neighbor of ours had them, and they were having issues with something coming and eating them, probably a raccoon. And so she went ahead and picked everything, and we just ripened them in paper bags. And so we're getting some delicious free peaches. Woohoo! Can't complain about that. So tonight is ham and broccoli skillet, I guess is what we're going to call it. This was a package of ham from our freezer that I had diced up. An onion, sauteed that until the onion was translucent. Added in some broth. Just pretty much so that it would steam the broccoli. Threw on a package of frozen broccoli from our garden. Steamed that until the broccoli was done. Added in about half of a block of cream cheese and a good cup or so of shredded cheddar cheese. That's it. Super easy. Not, like I said, I needed an easy meal for tonight. So, yeah, that is Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night, and tonight I needed another easy meal because, yeah, it's non-stop. That's apple juice, and that is not even close to all that we got done today. Canning season, y'all. Full day of school, laundry, just all of it. Okay, anyway, I'm tired, so we're gonna pull through this. This is a keto taco casserole. I will post the recipe in the show notes because it's a good one. I've made this one before. Everybody likes it. This is what it looks like if you flip it over. So it's got like a meat mixture that goes in the bottom, and then you make an egg mixture that goes on the top, and then you top all of that with cheese and bake it. It's really good. We will top this with sour cream, salsa con queso, and guacamole, just depending on who wants what. I really should have made a side with this, but it didn't happen. Yeah, it just didn't. Tortilla chips would be good with this. If you're not low carb or you're not as low as we are, you could easily add, hang on, I'm trying to shoo a cat out of my house. You could easily add black beans or lentils or something to this to stretch it even further. But yeah, it's a nice quick and easy one because you just like brown the meat, mix everything up, throw it in the oven, and then I did other things while it was cooking. So that is dinner for Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday night, and we are having a family favorite. If you can't tell, there are 2 pans of it because we all like it. This is sausage sheet pan meal. It is super easy. This is smoked sausage, and then whatever vegetables you have on hand. This is a great way of using up like little bits of vegetables that you might have before they go bad. So we have sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, onions, cauliflower, peppers, zucchini or yellow squash, Brussels sprouts from the freezer, and then some snow peas from our garden that were in the freezer. So it's a lot. Yes, I know, because this is one of those where it looks like a lot and then you start filling bowls and like an entire sheet pan is gone, especially when you have 5 kids. But then also I like to rewarm this, and in the morning I will rewarm it and make a scrambled egg and mix it together and then add in some like shredded cheese. It's delicious for whatever reason. The other fun thing about this one is like I have kids that don't like Brussels sprouts, so we leave those out when I make their bowls. I have a kid that doesn't like cooked peppers, so we leave that out of her bowl. I have a kid that doesn't like anything besides sausage, and potatoes. And I make him eat it anyway. This is also really good served over like buttered noodles or rice. Sprinkle on some shredded cheese. I like adding some balsamic vinegar sometimes. Yeah, any of that if you need to stretch it even further, especially if you have just like some vegetables on hand. You can also do this with chicken, sausage, any kind of meat, and it works. We just like it with smoked sausage. So I baked this at 400 for not quite an hour, somewhere around in there. You're just going to have to test your vegetables to see, because like the carrots take a little bit longer, the potatoes take a little bit longer. But yeah, everything always just tastes so good. Oh, there's cabbage on there too. So yeah. All right, that is Thursday night's dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. Sometimes that is store-bought, sometimes it's homemade. It is almost never takeout because we live too far out in the country for takeout to be delivered. And I can make a whole lot of frozen pizzas or from scratch pizzas for less and in about the same amount of time that it would take to order a pizza, go pick it up, have it, bring it back, all of that. So we just don't do it. So tonight I made English muffin pizzas. I picked up these English muffins a while back from the food pantry with the intention of making breakfast sandwiches with them, and then I just never got it done. So instead I turned them into pizzas. I needed another quick and easy meal tonight because, y'all, I canned today. That's green beans, apple juice or cider, the rest of the peaches, and then this is all of our banana peppers made into pickled peppers to hopefully use like you make the Mississippi pot roast with. Fingers crossed that worked out because I've never made those before. So we'll see. Anyway, so I wanted a quick and easy tonight, and so English muffin pizzas work out great. I just split them, put a spoonful of pasta sauce, and then cheese and pepperoni. Bake them at 400 for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven and how done you like them. With that, me and the 4-year-old made fruit salad. It looks awful, but it's going to taste good. It is the peaches that didn't fit in a jar, like were overflow, some raspberries, some oranges, some pears, and some frozen strawberries that we thawed out enough that I could cut them up. So nothing special, but the kids all love fruit salad, so that's good. I have there's a bunch of the leftovers from dinner last night, so yeah, I'm not complaining about having that again. So, all right, that is Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Saturday night, and Saturday night I usually make a big meal, but we had a birthday party to go to this afternoon, and it was like a super fun one where we played yard games and played in a creek and just did all kinds of fun stuff. So they provided lunch for us, and I knew that we probably wouldn't get home until pretty close to dinner time. It is now 7:10, and we just walked in the door like 45 minutes ago. And I knew I needed to get some kids run through the shower real quick on getting them cleaned up from playing in the creek and the mud and the sand and the dirt, and ready for church tomorrow. So I wanted something that I could throw in the crock pot and have dinner pretty much done when we walked in the door. So I did crack chicken is what this is usually called. It was chicken thighs, frozen ones from Aldi. I just put them in the crock pot right before we walked out the door at right around noon. And they sat on low in the crock pot until we got home. I shredded them up. Then I poured on a packet of ranch seasoning, about a half a block of cream cheese, some butter, and some cheddar cheese, and stirred that all in. And then that sits and like everything melts down while I got a package of broccoli out of the freezer from our garden and throw that in the pan and steam it. We will just serve this with broccoli on the bottom and then the chicken stuff on top. It's called cracked chicken because it's supposed to be really good. I've also heard other people call it cracker chicken because I don't like the term cracked chicken. You know, not exactly the greatest connotations. But because they eat it with crackers. This is also really good just served over, like put pasta underneath the broccoli and then put everything on top. Or you can serve this like on a bun. There's a lot of different ways of doing it, but this is how we're going to do it tonight because I needed quick and easy. So if you are, hang on just a second. We'll take you outside and do something slightly different this time. Oh, look, a car going by. And I look weird. Because it's just a lovely evening. It cut loose and rained right before we left, so we got to drive home in the rain. Luckily, it was just people down the road, so no big deal. But I figured I would do something slightly different. So if you are new here, this is our end of our week of meals. We, on Sunday, I don't cook. So the kids usually make their breakfast anyway, and then for lunch when we get home tomorrow, I will pull out whatever leftovers we have, and the kids get to pick and choose and make their own plates. And then for dinner, we do snacky dinner. So things that you would normally see in our charcuterie board is what we do for dinner. And so it'll be things like pickles, dried fruits, cured meats, you know, all those kind of things. Just simple, no big deal. So yeah. All right. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I needed to tell you. I will post any relevant recipes in the show notes. If you have any questions about anything that I make, feel free to ask because I'm willing to share recipes. Here, let's pan over mine. Don't mind the big, giant, ugly old fuel tank. There's the chickens out enjoying the rest of the rain. Beautiful sunset. Well, not quite setting, but, you know, getting there. But, yeah, I had a couple of you ask me to film our Sunday meals and how we do that. I am not going to get that done this week because we have stuff going on tomorrow afternoon as well. Anybody else just exhausted from this summer? I feel like this summer has just been crazy. But, so yeah. One of these times I will get around to doing that, but it's just not going to be this time. I promise. I'll do it though. Maybe I'll do it as like maybe a short or something. I don't know. But all right, that is our week of meals. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.